Hello students, let me teach you how to create plans in chess to boost your opening and middle game play. Take a look at the position in front of us. It's a theoretical opening position of Queen's Gambit accepted that was reached in a game between me and my student who is around 1700 on lichess. This is the moment where his theory ended and he no longer knew what the next best moves are, and so he started thinking on his own. I would like you to pause the video and think not only what would you play here, but what are white's and black's plans in this position. Alright, let me introduce you to an algorithm. The first thing that we must always do is to look for combinations for both sides first. Maybe someone can win material by force, maybe someone has a checkmate. That is not the case over here. So we move on to the second thing, which is we must evaluate imbalances in the position and name which side is better at what. Only then the picture is going to get clear. So what are the imbalances in this position? Well, black is a pawn up, obviously have the bishop pair as well. But white has far better pawn structure. Take a look at the weak black's pawns. c7, c6, they're doubled. d4 is also very vulnerable. If we look at the king, white's king is already safe. We have put the king to safety by castling, whereas black king is still temporarily or dynamically weak. It's only weak for a couple of moves until black manages to castle. Therefore, white's plan must be to use their advantages, which is either to attack the weak pawns of blacks, and we hope that we can win some of those, or, if there is such a chance, to attack the black's king, but it's very soon going to run away, so the initiative must be coming right very now. Black's plans, on the other hand, is putting their dynamically weak king to safety by castling, and if possible, exchanging some of the weak soldiers they have. If black could exchange some of the weak pawns of theirs for healthy pawns of white's, that's amazing for him. If possible, black would also love to maintain material advantage. So what are you going to see next is white playing without a plan and rather following only generic chess principles, whereas black will follow and accomplish a very concrete plan. So what white should be playing is something like bishop b2, exerting more pressure on the pawn on d4. On the next move, we hope that we would win it back, and then we continue with the pressure against the queenside pawns of blacks. Instead, we have knight to g5. This is questionable as it doesn't apply the pressure on the black's pawns. Black is playing knight to f6, and white plays one more questionable move, rook to e1. This is too general, like develop your pieces. They're not applying pressure on the black pawn structure, neither they attack the black's king. Black castles, already black has one less problem in the game. White takes on e6, black takes on e6, and white plays another very passive move, h3. White is a pawn down, and the compensation is going away with every move like this. Now black plays e5, and you just take a look. In a few moves, black managed to get their king to safety and also solidify their weak pawn on d4 by protecting it with the pawn from e5. They almost accomplished their dream plan without any struggle at all. White in the game played a5, this doesn't change things much, bishop a7, and now bishop g5, once again too generic, develop the pieces. This pin has nothing to do with this concrete position, it doesn't try to develop the initiative, it does not apply pressure on the weak pawns of blacks. Instead, something like queen c2 would be making much more sense. After bishop g5, black played queen to d7, knight to d2, pawn to c5, black starts exchanging their weak pawns, knight to c4 to attack the pawn on e5, black is just defending the weak pawns they have, queen to b3, and after rook a b8, white gets completely outplayed. It was concrete play versus general principles. Black got everything they wanted, whereas white failed at devising and following a concrete plan. If you're enjoying the video, considering hiring me as your personal online chess coach, my contacts are on the right. I hope you can implement this algorithm to create concrete plans, win many more games, and not trust the general chess principles all the time in your games. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.